I challenged myself to try 5 different trending styles, and it was a journey. Hi stars, I'm KK. If you're new here, this is my little corner of the internet where I do whatever I want. We talk about pop culture, we talk about fashion, we mostly just like do a giant show and tell all the time where I go through things I own, or I talk about things I can't stop thinking about. If you want to follow along on my journey, go ahead and like and subscribe. We are working towards 1,000 subscribers. If you didn't know, you can go ahead 2 videos back and enter my 500 subscriber giveaway where you can win your very own Maneki Neko Lego kit. Go ahead, there's the rules in the video, but mostly you just have to leave a comment with the word lucky and subscribe to me. So you could go ahead and win a little something. And once we get to 1,000, we're going to do an 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I don't know what it'll be yet, so you guys can let me know what you'd like to see. I mean, that's like realistic and doable, but I mean, if you think this prize is pretty cool, which apparently a lot of you do, just imagine what it'll be for 1,000, something even cooler. Now let's get to business. Today we're gonna be talking about my little Instagram challenge that I put myself through, where I tried out 5 different trending styles using clothing exclusively from my wardrobe. Some of them were hits, some of them were misses. Some of them made me more confused than I was before. So let's just jump right into it. We're gonna watch the videos that I posted. You might have already seen them if you are subscribed to me. We're gonna watch them really quickly, and then I'm gonna talk about how I felt during the fashion, if I do it again, and basically what I learned. So we started the week strong, dressing like Adam Sandler. Dressing like Adam Sandler has been trending for a while, and honestly, I find it very liberating seeing really hot girls dress up in this sort of extremely slouchy menswear. I also want to give Adam Sandler his flowers because I do genuinely think his fashion is really cool. I love his use of color, his use of texture. The sort of laissez-faire attitude he has about his fashion makes it even more fun. And I think the fact that he would even be like, no, I'm not a fashion icon, like please, it's literally just what I'm wearing, makes it all the better.
Can you believe that your style is like so cool?
Disgusting.
I mean, there is Sandler-core.
Yeah.
People love to dress like you, and you've been dressing like that your whole life.
Yes, I have to say the only thing that's changed in the way I dress since when we were young is the size. I go a lot bigger.
I have a secret future video idea that I think I'm gonna film soon, where I go through different female celebrities dressing up as men and how liberating it can be for them, because I just like love seeing a hot girl get ugly. Have you ever seen a pretty girl get ugly like this? Messy like this? Losing her, no. Sorry, I'm a big Zara Larsson fan if it's not obvious. I also want to mention that this was so fun. Maybe in a little bit, I will do 5 more styles and we can reflect and talk about them together. This was truly such a fun thing. It reminded me of doing Spirit Week in high school, where like I always got super into it. So, you know, this is not the last of it. We're not capping it at these 5 styles. This is just where we're beginning for the first episode of this. So let's jump into my Adam Sandler video. They're all about 3 minutes long. I'm swapping styles with Adam Sandler, and I think I hate it. This week, I thought it'd be fun to try out some different styles, and obviously we all know that Adam Sandler was trending like crazy. The girlies were loving the oversized fashion, and I'm a bit of a fitted girly. I'm a bit of a girly girly. My biggest fashion inspirations are like Romy and Michelle and The Nanny. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this Adam Sandler thing. And I thought I'd be like, I love it, because it's comfy. But I'm sorry, I feel like I look, I don't know if it's just the hat. I think the hat might not be selling it, but let me show you my full look, okay? So we got the hat. This borrowed from my boyfriend, Elani Palace. His ancestors helped build the wall around it, just saying, throwing that out there. Dollywood tee. Got these basketball shorts, and I already feel like I need to have them like sink so much lower. I'm like used to wearing things up here. I need to like wear them down here, which makes me feel weird. Got the chunky athletic socks, which I do like, and got my Sandy Liang Subus, which I obviously love. I specifically didn't want to have to buy anything to make this outfit. In fact, the only thing I'm borrowing is the hat from my boyfriend. But I'm feeling chopped. I'm feeling unk. I think I'm using those correctly. I feel like a literal uncle. Let me try it without the hat and with sunglasses. Okay, so this I already like way better. This already feels more like me. I think it's the hat. Let me know. I feel like, should I just get rid of every hat I've ever owned? I just feel like I don't look good in hats like that. Like a beret, any day. But a baseball cap, I don't know. My hair might be too poofy. You tell me. Anyway, so this I feel better, but it's funny, because I thought I'd go on here and be like, I love being this comfortable. And I've definitely worn a variation of this, like to go walk my dog and stuff, but I feel like not right. It's just the vibes aren't vibing for me, you know? Yeah, I feel like I'm just not this girl. But what do you think of the outfit? How did I do? I'm gonna try some other styles that are also different from mine just to try out for fun. But I'm not sure if I'm feeling the Adam Sandler pour moi. Let me know what you think. Would Adam Sandler approve of my look? So, important preface for all of these videos, I only shopped my own wardrobe, which is a huge caveat. So some of these might not be perfectly executed, but this was the best I could do. So the Adam Sandler look. As I mentioned in this video, it didn't quite feel like me. I thought I would have felt more empowered and more liberated in the oversized menswear, but it was kind of just frumpy. Like, I feel like in the future, I gotta do a man who's wearing like a suit. Like, I gotta try to wear a suit and see how that makes me feel, because being in like my literal kind of pajamas just made me feel like frumpy. So head down, the hat is one of my favorite hats on my boyfriend. So when I tried it on, I was like expecting to eat, but I don't know, something about this video, like I said, like, baseball caps, I don't know if they're for me. I have so many too. So maybe I'll do a future video where I'm like trying to style them. But I don't know if it's just that my hair is so poofy, like in the hat. My sister once said I looked like Hey Arnold. Like, it was like little hat and big hair, which, you dumb I will never forgive you for that, because I always think I look like Hey Arnold when I'm putting on a hat. But what do you guys think? Am I tripping? I also one of those girlies who I have a really hard time just wearing my hair down. I always have to style it at least even half a path down. I can't just rock my hair down. I don't like my hair in my face, and I just feel like it kind of just like triangles out. So the hat, I wasn't rocking with the hat. I later rocked with just the hair down and sunglasses. I thought that looked better, but I want to like the hat and I want to be a hat girl. So maybe that's a future video. Like, I try out hats. I force myself to wear every hat I own until I find one I like. So you let me know. But again, I'm a beret girl all day, and like a sun hat, cute. So I don't know, maybe it's just a baseball cap thing. Maybe it'll be a fun challenge for me. You let me know in the comments down below. The top, I love that huge Dollywood shirt. I got it off eBay. I remember I bought it for quite cheap. So I love that shirt. It's one of my favorites. I'm gonna have it featured in my upcoming green video, because it's one that I'm like always grabbing towards. Whenever I see it clean, I'm all about it, honey. Like that, I love that shirt. It is chef's kiss. So wearing it out and about wasn't so bad. I don't really leave the house in that shirt, but I do walk my dog in that shirt. And I will say, because it's like a XXL, I do feel teeny in it. So that's kind of fun. So with that Dollywood shirt, I feel like me and other people my age, and maybe other girls with big boobs, I feel like are just slowly inching our way into trying oversized clothing. Growing up, I was like programmed to be like, don't wear anything oversized, tuck things in, tuck things into my high-waisted shorts, crop things, but never oversized, because I thought it made me look bigger. And now I'm only learning that it does, depending on how you style it, it actually can make you look skinnier, which is mind-blowing, because I feel like it goes against everything I've known. So that being said, I once dabbled wearing that shirt out, feeling like Billie Eilish, because she mastered the rocking of an oversized shirt. So again, I'm not opposed to wearing it out in the world, but the styling of that shirt with those pants, I wasn't feeling. And so now onto the shorts. They're from Lisa Says Ga. They're so cute. They look like Neapolitan ice cream. This is how I've styled them in the past. I needed something a little bit more structured. I love the juxtaposition between the basketball shorts and something a bit more fitted and structured. This is a Sandy Liang top. So I'm not opposed to wearing these either. They're honestly quite comfortable. I never obviously played basketball growing up, so I never obviously wore basketball shorts before. So they're quite cute, and I love the string ribbons. I think that that's such a cute detail. But the pairing of the looks together, I don't know. And then the socks I've worn before, but again, it's like the athletic sock. I love my Subus. It's a funny story. My boyfriend actually bought those for me in New York because we were walking so much my feet just got wrecked, which is so funny because I lived in New York for almost 10 years, but whatever. That all being said, I had a Instagram friend be like, no, you messed this up. You needed to wear like Adidas or Nikes or like a sneaker, which I feel like I would have felt even more masculine, but all that to be said, I think I could remix this look, try the elements differently, because I love all the elements separately. It's just something about it all together, it just didn't make me feel good. And I will go as far to say, I kind of feel like I got like a little squib. I don't know if it was that I felt frumpy and insecure, or if it was like a tiny bit of like gender dysphoria, because I'm such a feminine girl. Like on the cisgender scale, I'm like as cis female as possible. And I don't say this like proudly. I just, for a lot of my trans friends, when we talk about our experience, especially my non-binary friends, and they'll like explain how they felt growing up, I feel like in a weird, funny way, I can validate them to be like, listen, these feelings you're having as a very cis person, I never had those. Like, I never got, ding dong envy. I never got like, I don't feel necessarily good or empowered in men's clothing. I think that I can start playing around with it more because I feel like I want to find some more joy in gender bending a little bit, because why not? It's fun. So on the gender spectrum, I feel like I'm very cis. So wearing men's clothes made me feel kind of weird. But again, If you ever need validation that you're feeling like you might be non-binary or trans, just talk to me because, girl, I will tell you, you probably are, I don't know you, but if your experience wasn't like mine, there's a chance there might be something going on, which could be a beautiful thing. Anyway, I'm so off track here. That being said, I think I'd give my Adam Sandler look, in terms of execution, I don't know, maybe like a 4 out of 5, but in terms of how I felt, like definitely a 2.5 out of 5 because it was not for me. I don't think I will be trying to rock the Adam Sandler look again. Love it for him, love it for the other girls who can rock it seamlessly, but for me, I wasn't feeling it. Now we're moving on to my second look of the week. I tried out the Carolyn Bessette Kennedy look. Now, if you don't know who that is, girl, where have you been all year? The show Love Story follows Carolyn Bessette Kennedy and John F. Kennedy Jr.'s relationship and kind of how they fell in love and then leading up into their like very unfortunate, untimely death. And the internet, the girlies have been, no, there was no construction all morning. Can you hear that? Okay, I'm gonna pause the camera and wait till that ends. So, Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, CBK, she was known for a very iconic style. She worked at Calvin Klein, so it was like a lot of clean lines. Seriously?
2 hours later.
If the lighting has changed, it's not my fault. Basically, they're doing construction in my building and it's super annoying and I'm very sad about it. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. So Carolyn Bessette Kennedy had this like very timeless, very simple, old money type look to her. I believe she didn't actually come from money because the whole thing was that she like came up through retail. She worked for Calvin Klein. So her fashion is very 90s Calvin Klein, like seamless, simple colors, like I feel like it was a lot of like gray, black, white. And the cool and interesting thing about her is like no jewelry, no major accessories. She wore this like iconic tortoiseshell headband and these iconic sunglasses. And you can still get them and all the girlies in New York were like lining up for them. However, I'm not spending money like that. So I saw this discourse on TikTok that was saying basically like she had to dress boring because she knew she'd be under this like crazy spotlight. Oh. That's Bunny. Can you hear her? I want to hear her crunch. Okay, she's not doing it. Anyway, don't mind Bunny. She's right behind me. She's just eating her little snack after we walked. Okay, back to business. So her fashion was very simple, whether it had to be or not. We never really got to see it fully play out because of her untimely death, which also my mom has always told me never go into small planes, and they're part of the reason why. I love listening to her chomp. Okay. So let's watch my video. Today I'm swapping styles with Carolyn Bessette Kennedy. So this week I'm trying out a bunch of different styles to see if I want to change up my own wardrobe a little bit. Not really. I don't plan on changing much, but it's quite fun to step outside the box and try something I've never tried before. And today we're doing it Carolyn Bessette Kennedy. And I gotta admit, you guys, I've never dressed this minimally in my entire life. I thought Adam Sandler yesterday was the most opposite of how I dress. This is getting up there. If you watched Love Story, you probably fell in love with her wardrobe too. It's been trending like crazy. So this show really turned me on to Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, but I can't lie, her fashion is very different from my own. If you know anything about the way I dress, I do a lot of color, a lot of girliness, a lot of maximalist. I'm not really into the sort of like laid back, quiet luxury. So this was a challenge for me, I can't lie. I'm wearing my Sandy Liang denim jacket, along with a Diane von Furstenberg tank. These sort of baggy pants are from Damson Matter, and these shoes are from Reformation. I borrowed them from my mom. A tortoise ponytail holder to channel her tortoise headbands that have been very much trending right now. I'm also rocking this vintage briefcase. I gotta be honest, I looked at all of her bags. She never rocked anything with like monograms or labels. So I tried to find something that felt professional and chic. It was my mother's. And what's cute about this is I used to run around and pretend, like when I was like probably way too old, I'd play dress up and wear this one little business suit I got from Gap Kids and run around with her briefcase, like pretending to be an adult because I was like, oh my God, when I'm an adult one day, I'll be using a briefcase. And, you know, I wasn't not lying, because I am an adult and I am using this briefcase, not for its intended purposes, but I am still playing dress up, and I feel like young me would be very healed by that. I can't lie, I feel a bit like Chessie from Parent Trap. I feel like that's what I'm giving more than Carolyn Bessette. It's just, this minimalist style is really not necessarily something I do. However, I'm a bit more into this than I was into the Adam Sandler yesterday. But I can't lie, I get kind of bored. Like, the jewelry I chose is very simple. A vintage pearl tennis bracelet along with a beautiful vintage pearl ring, and even that feels like too much for her. I did no earrings, and oh, of course, I'm rocking my Chimmy sunglasses. But yeah, no earrings. I have one simple gold chain on. Like, she was so chic, very Calvin Klein, which is where she worked, but so chic that, like, I keep wanting to add more, but I feel like in order to do her properly, I need to, like, take away. Let me know, how did I do? And whose style should I try next? Period. So as I mentioned in this video, like, I got kind of bored. I am a razzle dazzle kind of girl. I'm a let's add more instead of taking away. And so, you know, I felt like chic, which was nice. I love feeling chic. Chic isn't really necessarily what I go for very often. I go for like more like fun and like cutesy, sparkly, but I felt chic. But I'll be honest, you guys, I was bored. Bored. Even the jewelry I had is probably too much. In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have worn any. And yeah, she basically rocked this like beat up Birkin, which is like a slay. The fact that my shoes are gold, probably wrong, but I was trying to go for something like I've seen her wear in sort of photos. But basically, I mean, I think she was really cool. I think her style was great for her and for a lot of the girlies who like a minimalist fashion sort of moment. But it's also one of those things where it's like, is this fashion eating or is she just skinny, gorgeous, and blonde? So like for me, I was bored. And will I be wearing that again? I mean, like, probably not. I'll be honest. I love those items separately. Those pants are kind of my nice like lounge around weekend pants. I love that denim jacket. I've worn that one a bunch. And like a black shell, of course. The sunglasses I wear all the time. The shoes, I might need to break in a little bit more. I think the Carolyn look, I'd give it a 3 out of 5 maybe in terms of like the replication, but how much I liked it is like a 1.5 or like a 2 out of 5. But all in all, like, thank you, Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, for your contributions to fashion. However, I will not be repeating. Love you. Okay, moving on. So the next style I tried was Decora, which is a specific Japanese style known for being almost anti-fashion with like how many accessories and how much color is used. And the inspiration from this came from, I follow Cybergirl on TikTok, and I talk about her in this video a bit, but that was why I was like, you know, I'm really obsessed with how much she does this. I need to try to do this myself. And I actually have a video I need to edit where I take off all my Decora at the end. So I'll post, hopefully that'll be posted before this comes up. But anyway, let's watch. Today, I'm swapping my style for some Decora. What do you guys think? But this isn't just any old decor fashion. Not that decor fashion is just regular, but I did add an extra special twist. I decided to mix it with my favorite designer, Susan Alexandra. So I incorporated a lot of her pieces in my Decora just because I thought it would be extra fun. So if you're unfamiliar, Decora is a vibrant Japanese street style developing from Harajuku in the late 90s. I've been obsessed with Japanese fashion probably forever. I'm from Hawaii, so obviously Japanese fashion has had a huge influence on the way I dress. In my natural fashion, I'm a bit more subdued compared to this, but I still love maximalist sort of fashion, playing with textures, jewelry. I love being extra. I've never felt this extra though before. So the style is characterized by the principle of excess. It's almost anti-fashion in the way that it is just so over the top. It was popularized by J-pop idol Shinohara, but I'm hugely inspired by the creator Cybergirl. This is why I chose to do this video, because I love watching her videos. I just think that they're so cute and honestly very inspiring. And as someone who loves like a monochromatic moment, there's something very satisfying about seeing the way she puts clothes together. So I thought, why not me? Why not my turn? So let me sort of break down what I'm wearing. So obviously a lot of the hair clips and stuff are just general ones I've owned. This one's from Chunks. The headband is Susan Alexandra. These grape earrings are from Daddy Bones, but I thought it'd be cute to double up on my fun earrings and add my little banana. Then I'm wearing so many necklaces. Then these charms are from Susan Alexandra, as is this crop top. I wanted to add the green jacket just for an extra layer. I felt like it was missing something. And then the two skirts are Sandy Liang. I stacked them on top of each other. I'm wearing Susan Alexandra for Bombas socks, along with these adorable Asics cherry blossom shoes that are collab with Cecile Branson. Note the baby G watch, and I have some more bracelets on this side. Got my Hello Kitty charm that was gifted from my boyfriend's mom, Susan Alexander charm, Bok Choy charm, sunscreen little charm, and then my Hawaiian Airlines Pog charm. Oh, and then of course my bag is from Susan Alexander too. This was so much fun. I don't even want to take this off. And it's funny because with my Adam Sandler video and my Carolyn Bessette one, I wasn't as into the fashion. I kind of was like, okay, time to get this off, back to my normal clothes. But I feel like a superhero in this. Like, I feel so amazing. And I'm actually gonna go to Japan for the first time in October. So I'm really excited to see what that's gonna be like. For makeup, I added some of the stickers that were included in my Susan Alexandra Bows collab. I noticed CyberGirl often does these little stars right at the like nose bridge, so I tried that out. And like a fake nose stud. I did have my septum pierced for like a week once in like 2012, but regardless. And honestly, it's so fun. I just did a bunch of pink eyeshadow and blue eyeliner and called it a day. This fashion, honestly, while I wouldn't maybe wear it again in my everyday life, I think I'm definitely going to incorporate elements of it in my everyday fashion because I'm already using all these things that I own and love, but it's just a reminder that like, I don't need to like just do one charm. I can do as many charms as I want. How do you guys think I did at my attempt at Decora fashion? And let me know what style I should try next. Period. Okay, Decora by far, so far, of the three, was my favorite. Growing up in Hawaii, Japanese fashion has always been on my radar. I remember I took Japanese in middle school and printed out those photos from that America's Next Top Model Harajuku photo shoot in like 2000, or what year would that have been? I don't know. Regardless, I love Japanese fashion, and watching Decora, watching all the elements that go into it is just something I love doing. Like, this has been something that's been on my radar for a long time. Now, would I wear this again? Not necessarily, but I will say that this is a huge reminder to like wear my fun jewelry. I should wear bracelets right now. Why am I not wearing bracelets? I've been really into collecting real gold jewelry, and I could do a whole separate video on that. But basically I was just like, wow, I need to wear all my fun stuff. Like I've collected so much fun jewelry over the years, and I'll be honest, a lot of it's collecting dust. And the whole point of my color series, and I guess this too, because I'm shopping my own wardrobe for it, is to breathe new life into my wardrobe and to celebrate all the things I have, and every item I own is a little story. In that video, I'm wearing this blue spider ring, and that was, my boyfriend actually gave that to me on our like second date, you know, so of course I'll hold on to it. But each item has a little mini story in it, and I just love my stuff. I love my stuff. My style changes, it develops, it ebbs and flows. I get more into stuff, less into stuff, and I think as I get older, maybe like the plastic jewelry is like a little less me. However, I think I need to bring it back because it's quite fun. And I just love fun. Like, this is such a fun look. And so this is by far one of my favorites. I think I did pretty good, but I would love your opinion. As I mentioned, I'm going to Japan in October. I'm really excited to see what I actually think of Japan. Of course, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna be obsessed. But yeah, this is such an exciting style. And it was one that it's been a long time cooking in my head, and I feel like all versions of me would be really into this. And honestly, what I like is that it isn't the most like traditionally feminine either. Like, it was a little ugly, you know, and it's always fun for me, again, to get ugly like this, messy like this, losing her, you know what I mean? So we love it. This, yes, I would wear a very, very, very watered down version again, but not this in its entirety. This look, I give myself, okay, maybe I'm tooting my own horn a little too hard here, but I give myself like a 4.5 out of 5. I feel like it came out really good. I could have added more leg warmers, and I should have done more fun makeup, but I feel like I kind of nailed it. I'm just saying. And then how I felt in it, I'd also give it a 4.5 out of 10. I hated taking everything off at the end, but putting everything on was really fun, so. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So the next one was dedicated to my amazing, lovely, sweetie, angel boyfriend, Jan. He has been the biggest supporter of my YouTube channel and all of the social content I make. He's my roommate, he's my life partner. I love him so big. He has an amazing sense of fashion. We're gonna get into it in this video, but I thought it would be fun to like shop my boyfriend's closet for number 4, especially because again, like all the stuff is here, it's all upstairs, so let's watch. Today, I'm swapping styles with none other than my boyfriend, Jan. This week, I'm trying out a bunch of different styles, and today I thought there's no one better to do than my boyfriend, Jan. It also happens to be his 30th birthday. Give him all the flowers. He's a good man, Savannah. I love him so much. And he has been the biggest supporter of any of the social content I make. He comments on every single one of my YouTube videos, but it's not about me today, it's about Jan. So go ahead and follow Jan. He's Wong Side of Town on Instagram and TikTok. So if you're new to me, you know that while I do love this eclectic wear, I dress a bit more feminine, a bit more girly, a bit more maximalist in my sort of way. But my boyfriend Jan has the most wonderful sense of fashion that he's really developed and curated over the years. He loves different designers like Bodhi and Our Legacy. He has fun with socks and accessories, and he always smells good. You guys, I hit the jackpot with this man. And also I'm like, my outfit's kind of giving, my him outfit. I do think that this may be the most comfy and the most like familiar of the styles I've tried so far. So I have to say so far, this is my favorite. So first off, I'm wearing his vintage Tiffany's necklace along with this chain that features a Daruma pendant and his family's mon. I just think it's gorgeous. We share matching moonstone rings and matching Snoopy rings, so I had to wear those. I borrowed a pair of his sunglasses, which are from PSC. You guys, this man in his drawer has every single pair of his sunglasses like put in the case. Written by a woman. I would say completely written by a woman, but he still collects Bakugan, so you know, we gotta have some wiggle room here. Regardless, the jacket is Bodhi. The shirt, which is one of my favorites, is also Bodhi. You guys, when we went to New York together, we went to the Bodhi flagship store, and he was so sweet. When we ended shopping, he asked the sweet guy working if he could give him a hug, and I was like, that's my man. I'm wearing shorts from Damson Matter. He got shoes. These are Adidas, and these are actually my size. He got me a pair to match his. Clearly, a recurring theme is matchy-matchy, and I am not mad about it. I also wanted to do a little shout out to his favorite watch. This is his Rolex Milgauss, but I love the little orange lightning bolt. I just think it's so cute and sweet, and it always reminds me of him, and he just loves the color green, and that makes him really happy. This man has been so dedicated to being my boyfriend and my roommate, and he's the best roommate I've ever had. He's clean, he is organized, he cooks for me. Yes, he does the cooking, yes, he does the cleaning. He's too good for this earth. He is, I didn't think men like him existed, and I am so thankful for this man. And the fact that he was born 30 years ago, of course he's a Taurus king. I love Tauruses. I've gotten so off track with what I'm supposed to be talking about today, but you guys get it. I'm wearing his outfit. I'm channeling his style today, and I'm going to be doing whatever he actually wants all day today because he is a king and he deserves nothing but the best. So let me know, based off of the photos I've shown, did I nail it? Also, let me know which style I should try next. Period. Love Jan. If you know a male Jan, 9 times out of 10, they're wonderful. A lot of people are like, oh, my dad's name is Jan. And I'm like, I hope your dad's a king because my Jan is a superstar. So I had a couple more things I wanted to add to the story. I didn't even get to talk about his purse. Lately, he's been rocking a purse that I wear in the video. Love that. It has a little bandana on the thing. Cute. It's giving Jacob Elordi. And I love his kitty cat shirt. That's one of my favorites. We love that he has a short sleeve version too. Also, what else? Wait, I'm gonna go get a meat stick. I'll be back. I got one of those ones where it's like prosciutto wrapped cheese. Okay, also Beanie cannot have any because she's been having diarrhea for the past 2 days. I'm sorry, girl. Okay, so his Milgauss. I don't know anything about Rolexes. Frankly, if anything, I'm watch blind. I think they all look the same. But the cute story about that watch was that we went to New York and he traded in one of his and I paid the difference for that watch. So he always tells people, my baby bought me that watch. I mean, I paid the difference, but when we went Maui, like right when we started dating, he like pressed his nose against the glass at the Rolex store and was like, I dream of this watch. So it was very cute that we could make it a reality. Cute, look, we're kind of matching in our little pink shirts. Anywho, back to his style. It's actually kind of annoying. He used to dress a little bit more, just a little bit more buttoned up. And now whenever he wears the super fun stuff, people are always like, oh, did Kaylin dress you? No, I didn't. He actually dressed himself. That shit irks me so bad. Like, why? It makes me feel like I mean, maybe they mean it in a flattering way, like, because it's good style, but like, I'm like, why do you guys think I'm some bossy biatch who like forces her man? Beanie, you're not getting this. Who forces her man to dress a certain way? Like, he wears whatever he wants. Honestly, this outfit, pretty cute. I'd wear it again. The glasses, I think, are a bit square for my face. I normally do like a cat eye or something more round, I think, but love it. Also, if you guys don't know what a mon is, so the mon necklace that I wear that I pointed out, it's basically like a family crest in Japan. No, not the construction again. This is so annoying. I'll be back. So would I wear Jan's fashion again? Probably. Honestly, I give myself for that look, I mean, obviously a 5 out of 5 because it's like all of his stuff. And how and then how I felt in the look, I'd say like a 4 out of 5. I think in general it's just like a little masculine for me, or maybe I'll give it a 4.5. But like would wear again. Cute. So now let's quickly get into my last category. On day 5, I chose McBling fashion. And so basically the youth calls everything Y2K, but I differentiate because I did live during this period, but I don't care. They can call it whatever they want because, you know, they're the ones wearing it. When I think of Y2K, I think of like 1998 to 2001, maybe like pre 9/11. And then McBling is like everything post. There's a Vogue article that basically describes the difference, and they say if Y2K is the Matrix, McBling is the simple life. And I feel like that's the easiest way to kind of wrap your head around like what McBling is. It's like, basically I'd say like 2003 till 2008 is kind of the window. So think Juicy Couture tracksuits, basically right before the economy really tanked. Tracksuits, bedazzled phones, Von Dutch hats, basically just the sort of fun, like loud luxury. If we're talking about quiet luxury now, that was very loud luxury. Everyone wanted Hummer cars with colorful windshield wiper fluid, like it was just a different time. So let's quickly watch my video and how I did. Today I'm trying out McBling fashion, and unfortunately, it's biblically accurate. This week, I shopped my own closet to try a bunch of different styles, mostly for the heck of it. So today we are doing the McBling fashion. I was a middle schooler from 2004 till 2007, meaning I was a middle schooler during the iconic McBling era. First, we have the juicy bag that I saved up all my babysitting money to buy. Second, I have the red Razor phone, the nostalgia of being like, bye. Ooh, iPhones, it just doesn't hit the same, you know, the like, hello. My actual real life chihuahua that I dreamt about having in middle school. Unfortunately, we gotta talk about the hair and the makeup. I'm using my early 2000s glasses to cover this horrendous makeup. But when it came to making this video, I knew I wanted to be biblically accurate. So, first of all, rocking the side part. Frankly, this video has really opened my eyes that I miss a side part, and I will probably try to start rocking it again soon. Secondly, nothing on my eyebrows, just a powdery, frosty eyeshadow and only eyeliner on the bottom, and a bunch of mascara. I have specific memories of me telling my friends that I don't know how to do it on the top, so that's why I only do it on the bottom. And as much as I love all of these young girls who are really admiring the McBling aesthetic, I need to see more of them do this eye makeup look because it truly was everything to us middle school girls. Next, we gotta move on to jewelry. I got these big old statement heart hoops. I have a Betsy Johnson heart locket that I either stole or was given to me by my sister. Love you, sister. Same sister. Hi, Devin. This was her Urban Outfitters charm bracelet that I was absolutely obsessed with. And the fact that I've held on to both of these all these years, I think is a testament to how much I love them and how much that early 2000s aesthetic really meant to me. Middle school is a very identifying time, and I'm so happy that I experienced middle school in the early 2000s. I'm rocking the I'm popular on MySpace t-shirt, my amazing mint green Juicy Couture tracksuit. If we've learned anything from the rise in the McBling aesthetic, it's that we yearn for velour tracksuits. Also, I am rocking Havaianas as well. We wore these shoes all the time back in the day. So the rise in the McBling aesthetic, I think, came from the fact that we are at 20 years from 2006. Also, I think that it's the younger generation's yearning for like what seemed to be a simpler time. I feel like it was such a perfect era where like technology was up and coming, right? We were having flip phones, some of them had internet access, but it really wasn't the scope of what things are today. I also think a lot about how with social media, we would go to our desktop computers at home to be on social media. Social media didn't follow us. It honestly makes me really happy when I see younger generations dressing in this sort of way because it's just so cute. I get it. I get it. I lived in it and it was amazing. And frankly, ironic t-shirts, velour tracksuits, huge sunglasses, plastic statement earrings, charm bracelets, like I'm ready for all that back. So this video is honestly kind of opening my eyes. Maybe I'm ready to rock a little bit of McBling more here and there, but definitely not this makeup. This gotta go. So how do you guys think I did? Let me know what style I should try next. So I realize now there's no like bling in this outfit. I think I went a bit more biblically accurate than what is the McBling fashion now. It's not necessarily dressing exactly like 2004. It's more like paying homage to the very fun, out there fashion from that time. But I love it. I'm sorry. It was cute that I had all of those things in my closet and that, frankly, all of those things have survived a move to New York, a move back. I mean, oh, hi, bunny. I mean, I'm 33. Like, if that stuff was when I was 13, That's crazy. So I love it. I think my style was a bit more, okay, so the juicy tracksuit's very McBling, but the ironic t-shirt, you know, I love those paparazzi photos of different celebs wearing the fun little ironic t-shirts. I love those. Like, let's bring them back. I also just feel like I wanted to do indie sleeves as well, but I don't know if I have it in my wardrobe to do indie sleeves. So this was kind of a sweet little marriage between the two for me. At least the t-shirt I feel like is a marriage between the two. But honestly, I liked it because I paid tribute to all these different styles. But the last week I was paying tribute to me and to like my middle school self, and I love her so much. I feel like if I do this again, the next round I'll have to do like a 2010s high school self, which, ooh, that's the version of me that I feel the saddest for. I'm like, my baby self, let me hold you. But my middle school self, ooh, girl, I was just like, let's do this. Basically, I love it. I love this look. I give myself, in terms of McBling, maybe like a 4 out of 5. And then how I felt in it, I mean, 5 out of 5. I love it. I'll probably wear that again, honestly. Maybe not all of it together, but also that bag. Oh my God, you guys, I saved up all of my clams for that bag. And the fact that that survived my emo phase and my move to New York, I had it with me the entire time. And I feel like I bust it out every so often, but it's one of those items that I like covet. Like, I'm never gonna get rid of it. The quality of that bag is amazing, and it's just so cute. Also worth noting, I should have brought out my old iPod. That would have been iconic. And that iPhone itself is actually a piece of art from this Maneki Neko gallery. So it was not biblically accurate in the fact that I only had these like low budget flip phones that were not the Razor, but my personality would have been the pink Razor or a bedazzled sidekick or the juicy sidekick. Oh my God. One of my friends on TikTok, Meg, she has the juicy sidekick. I would pay money for that, except for the fact that the people who are trying to sell them on eBay are running a racket, and it's always like $1,200. So shout out to her. You should go watch her TikToks. They're very cute. So all in all, what did we learn from this video? We learned that personal style and fashion is just so much fun. It is so much fun playing around with these styles. I would wear the little elements from them again. And also the fact that within the context of my own wardrobe, I'm able to make all these different looks from all these different styles is so cool. I kind of feel like maybe in a month or so, I should do this again and try out 5 different styles. The ones I'm thinking of are like something sort of gothic, although I don't know if I have the pants for that. 2009s, like 2010s, maybe, or maybe 2016, that would be kind of fun. I love I definitely don't have any items from it, but the sort of, what is it called? The Tuscan mom aesthetic, or something like Zara Larsson. I have Zara Larsson stuff, so I was like, ooh, that could be fun. Or bring back indie sleeves. Try harder to make that one happen. Let me know what you think of my little challenge. Would you try out any of these styles? I think our personal style is probably the best bet, but I'm definitely feeling inspired and influenced by myself. Look at that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye.